Welcome to this 35-minute mat Pilates session. We'll go ahead and begin with feet hip width apart to start our warm-up. Go ahead and give me a nice full inhale, reach up, full exhale down. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale up, exhale down. 1 more time, reach it up, and exhale down. Great, warming up the neck, drop the chin, and circle side to side. Let's do this a couple more times, only rolling through the front. And then let's come back to the center, looking from side to side, right, left, right, and left. Lengthen the neck, drop the chin down, lengthen more as you look up. Do that 1 more time, drop down and look up. Good. Arms out to the side and circle front. 10 times to the front, lengthening from the shoulder, and then reverse 10 to the back. And 5. With the shoulders down, arms in front, and circle inwards. About 8 to 10 circles here. Lengthening shoulders back and down and reverse. And we'll do 1 more set. Shoulders pressed away from the ears, lift up like a V and circle a little slower. Let's do about 8 circles in each direction. Good, and reverse. Try to keep the body as stable as possible as you circle the arms around. Arms drop down, opening the chest, fingertips back. Nice deep stretch through the chest. Interlace your fingers. Open a little bit more and rounding forward. Interlace the fingers again, opening those shoulder blades. Lengthen through each side along the rib cage. Nice stretch, couple times. And again, up to the ceiling. Nice deep breath, lengthening through the whole side from hip to fingertips. And let's go to the other side. Reach it up, and let's take those fingertips behind the ears and rotate side to side. First to your left, center, right, center. Warming up the waist, slight stretch in the back, but focusing on those obliques. Remember, hips are stable for this part. Abs engaging, stabilizing the hips as you rotate from the belly button up. Rounding those shoulders back just a couple times. Nice. Go ahead and take a little bit wider stance here. Opening up, dropping down towards your left hip, and then over to your right side, lengthening through your spine. Make sure all the pressure's off the knee, and we'll take it in a little bit deeper stretch here. Let's go ahead and take that left knee up towards the chest. Relax the hip flexors. Balance other side, lifting up. Try to keep your back up nice and tall as well. Now stretching through the quad and hip flexor. Go ahead and grab one leg, tucking the tailbone under, really pressing the hip forward to stretch high in the hip flexor. Other side, find your balance. Remember, eyes on one focal point, steady breathing to help with your balance. Next, let's go into figure 4. Nice stretch for the hip. We don't want to stay here too long, just a little bit to get the blood circulating. And other side as well, find your balance, long spine. And then lastly, feet hip width apart. We're going to lift off the heels and then off the toes, back and forth. So this is really good, not only for balance and stability, but strengthening along the shin there. This muscle directly outside the shin bone is called the anterior tibialis. It's really important to keep this muscle strong as well as those calf muscles. Nice job. 1 more deep breath here and drop it down, and let's head on to the floor. All right, once you get situated, go ahead and sit up nice and tall, and we'll begin with our roll up. So rounding down nice and slowly, shoulders down, ribs in. Inhale, exhale, peel it up. Sitting nice and tall at the top, just 2 more of these today. Exhale, round down. Exhale, roll it up. Sitting high off the sit bone, 1 more. Rounding down 1 vertebrae at a time. Exhale, peel it up. Hold here into C stretch. Lift up and over, and then stack the vertebrae like you're stacking against a wall. Inhale. As you're reaching forward, think of a big belt against your belly, pulling you back as you're reaching forward. So again, inhale, reach, exhale, stack the vertebrae. This next time we're going to go into our C stretch and then stack and then lift the arms. Again, inhale, dive and round. So it's not about how far I go forward, but how much can you make your body round like a C. Sitting up nice and tall, lengthen. 1 more time, round, stretching, strengthening up, and then drop those fingertips behind you. Lift the sternum nice and high, opening the chest. chin to the chest, rounding down towards your lap. So this is more of a stretch for your spine, and then unpeel, lengthen your back as you stretch forward, focusing on the back of the legs, holding that stretch. Nice deep breath before you round all the way up. Okay, go ahead and scoot forward and support yourself onto your back. This next exercise is called the perfect crunch. So your goal is to keep your spine perfectly stable, little space underneath your lower back, and your head rested in your hands. So take a moment, let those hip flexors relax, thighs relaxed, and rest your head in your hands nice and heavy. When you're ready, crunch up and halfway down. Exhale up, inhale down. We'll do 15 crunches here. All the focus is on your abdominals. Again, relaxing the neck as much as you can, stabilizing your back, and then also trying to let go of the hip flexors and thighs. 15 reps total. Feel free to go slower if you want to. Nice and tight at the top, squeezing those abs as tight as you can. Whatever your range is, that's good as long as you are challenging yourself. Nice job. This time we're gonna lift up, hold it, reach those arms forward, continue breathing, squeeze those abs a little bit tighter. Keep breathing, exhale and resist back. Good, head and shoulders rest back. Go ahead and turn your head, stretch out the neck a little bit, rest side to side. Go ahead and pull both knees in towards the chest, rock those knees side to side, easing any tension in the lower back. Next, right knee stays bent, left leg extends out. You want to keep that natural curve in your lower back, and we're going to engage the abs to kick up, trying to keep the back stable. Let's do about 15 kicks. Again, your work comes from the abs, and you're focusing on letting go of the hip flexor and the thigh, but lengthening the leg. So really think of stretching out of the hip. Body is nice and heavy and strong. All of those stability muscles are holding the body steady, allowing the leg to work. So here I have the bent leg option. If that hamstring's just too tight and it needs to bend at the top, no problem. Let's go ahead and stretch it here, curl up that leg and hold, breathing. Use the abdominal muscles to hold you there, and then go ahead and rest back. Let's try the other side. So left leg bent, right leg straight. Again, stable back, 15 lifts. If it helps you, place or keep that towel beneath your lower back, or you can even place a few fingertips underneath your back. Make sure that it is staying stable. Use all of those wonderful stability muscles through the core. Let go of those hips, let go of that knee if you need to. Lengthening out of the hip though. Nice job. Hold, climb up that leg, hold this stretch, breathing through the hamstring nice and long, and relax all the way down. Nice work. From here, we'll move on to single leg circles. Right leg can be bent or straight, left leg can be bent or straight. Just make sure that the movement's happening from the hip socket. 10 circles to the left, lengthening, imagine drawing those circles on the ceiling. Body is stable. So as the leg circles, really try to fight the movement in your hips. Don't let the leg move the hips. Really lengthening, go the other direction as well, 10 each way. Let the leg move separate. Reaching long, and we'll climb up the leg again. This time, right leg elevates, exhale twice, and switch. Good stretch, keep those legs as straight as you can. Upper body very stable, so shoulder blades are lifted high. Your abs are keeping you there. Exhale, hold, and drop it down. Good, let's do all of that on the other side. Again, left leg can be bent or straight. Right leg can be straight or bent. Lengthening, make sure where the movement comes out of the hip, and we circle. 10, 9, 8, lengthen, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, stable body, and reverse. Abs are tight, freedom in the hip socket. Try to let the leg move completely separate from your upper body. Lengthening for 10, and then we hold it, climb up, lower leg lifts up, we exhale twice, and scissor. Exhale, scissor. Inhale. Exhale 2 times as you pull the leg towards you. Inhale as you switch. Nice job. Hands behind your head. Let's finish off 15 crunches here, lifting. Keep those shoulder blades as high as you can. Legs are stable, lifting the chest. Hang in there, belly button pushing down as you lift the chest up high. 15 reps, couple more. Hold it, a little bit higher, and drop it down. Excellent. Nice spine stretch. Let's drop the knees to your left. Nice heavy legs, deep breath. Remember to use your abs to carry the legs over to the other side here. And again, rest completely. Nice deep breath. And we'll use the abs again when you're ready to carry the knees back to the center. Hug those knees to the chest. Use the abs, rock and roll up. Balancing at the top. Go ahead and grab those ankles. The knees can be halfway bent for rolling like a ball. Exhale back, find your balance, or if you can, go ahead and extend your legs straight, open leg rocker. So we exhale back and inhale as you come to the top, find your balance. Okay, let's do about 4 to 6 more. Remember, going at your own pace. Exhale takes you back, rounding the spine. Inhale, lifting the chest to the top. And again, exhale back. Inhale, lift up, finding that balance. And again, back. Balancing between your sit bones and your tailbone, like a triangle. And lifting up. Last time. Round it back, lift it up and hold. Nice and strong, great balance. Let go if you can. And then nice and slowly, we're gonna control it all the way down. Big stretch across the floor. Nice deep breath, fill those lungs. Excellent. All right, from here, we'll go ahead and bend the knees. And this time we're gonna glue the knees together. Tight inner thigh engagement. And then we're going to extend the left leg, arms up over the head, and perform a roll up. So we'll exhale, reach down and then up and resist down. Try to keep those knees glued together the whole time, strong inner thighs. And just about 4 more here, 6 total. Resisting down. And 3, rounding lift. Exhale, coming up, 2, lift. And 1 more time, lift it up. Control it down, keep those knees together, resist, and stretch. Good. Foot down, let's go ahead and bend the left leg and straighten your right. Glue those knees together, exhale, round and resist down. Inhale, exhale, up and resist. 4 more, strong. Exhale and resist. 3, emptying those lungs to help round the spine. 2, strong, these are tough. And 1 more time, exhale up, lift, hold for a moment, and resist all the way back down. Big stretch once again across the whole floor. All right, what we're gonna do next is a pretty fancy transition. I'd like you to try it if you're up for it. We're going to rock and roll all the way up to the top, cross those feet, plant your hands, and then jump your feet back into a plank position. If you don't wanna do that transition, no problem. One way or another, just go ahead and hop into this full plank position. We'll hold for a couple more deep breaths, whole body engaged, nice and strong. And then you can rest back into child's pose. Preparing to do some more prone exercises here. Enjoy this rest. This next exercise is called Tiger. Starting on our hands and knees, we'll extend the right leg straight back first. Nice and slow, contracting those abdominals, pulling the knees in and then kick back. So it's slow and then fast, yet the whole time using lots of control. 10 total reps here on this side, and then we'll switch sides, of course. So as you're drawing that knee in, think about pulling through water or mud. So feel and create that resistance, and then kicking back fast, but with control, really squeezing that glute at the top. All right, switch sides, same thing here, round and push back. Exhale slow, inhale back. Exhale slow, inhale back. 10 reps. Control, rounding the spine and then back to neutral each time. Strong core muscles, strong glutes. Couple more here. Exhale back, abs pull in, nice and tight. Very good. Back to our child's pose. Take a nice deep breath. Next, we'll transition into walking plank. So we'll start on the hands and knees, strong core, and then lift up into our full plank position. Strong abs, straight legs, 4 steps back with our hands into a nice pike stretch, rounding up slowly all the way to the top, and then melting down all the way to the floor. Straight legs and back, 4 steps out, hold in plank for a moment, open side plank front, full plank, and then turn away, side plank, full plank. 4 steps. Lift the hips, Find the stretch, abs round you up one vertebrae at a time, and then exhale, round those shoulders down. Lengthening here, 4 steps out. Hold into that plank. This time turn away first. Hold that full plank and then turn towards me and full plank. Let's do 2 more if you can. 4 steps, lift those hips, find the stretch. Exhale, rounding up, shoulders back, and then melt down one vertebrae at a time. 4 steps out. Hold that plank strong. Last time, turn towards me and full plank. Turn away, full plank, and walk it back. Lifting those hips. Hold the stretch, round it up, strong core. Exhale, melt, peel off your imaginary wall. Walk it up here, full plank. Last time turning to the back, full plank. Last time turning to the front, full plank. And if you've got it in you, walk it back again, holding, round it all the way up to the top, round it back down again, and nice and strong, walking out and hold. Strong plank position, breathing. Every time you exhale, drawing those abs in tighter, pushing the floor away. And let's go into a nice downward dog stretch here. So remember, your first goal is a nice flat back. If you need to, lift your heels high and bend your knees to achieve that nice straight back. Otherwise, back and legs are straight. Okay, back to the hands and knees. Couple cat stretches. Always good to do these whenever you need to. Very good. From here, let's transition into modified planks. We'll give the wrists a little bit of a break. I'm going to let you interlace those fingers this time. And when you're ready, lift out of those shoulders, lift your hips up and then knees up, gluing the knees together again, hamstring curl. So let's do 10 single leg hamstring curls. Knees glued together, body is strong. Think about that left hamstring. Good, let's do a few more, nice and strong, breathing. Good, rest down, inhale, lift the chest for a moment. And again, interlace the fingers, lift out of the shoulders, hips up, knees up, glue the knees, and right leg curl, 10. Exhale, second side's always tougher. Hang in there, strong. Good, positive thoughts getting you through. Couple more. Excellent. Very good. Drop it down, lift the chest again. If you'd like a little further stretch, you can lift those elbows off the ground. Nice deep breath. And lowering all the way down. Hands slide beside you, strong core pushes you back. Deep breath here. All right, go ahead and turn towards me, going into our side plank reach through. You can start with both legs up like this. Modification would be with that lower knee down, but keeping a straight back. Either way you choose. Here we go. Reach through, 8 counts. Your goal is to let that shoulder curl in as you contract those obliques, but keep your hips still. Really be intentional about contracting that oblique. You're in charge of how hard they work here. Exhale through, reach, inhale up. Good. Drop it down, rest for a moment. We're going to bend those knees, lift up and out of that rib cage. Nice deep breath. Moving next onto the forearm. Forearm modified plank. You have 3 options for those legs here. Bending both feet back and lifting the hip up. Extending the top leg only and lifting the hip up, or both legs extended out. Hand behind your ear and fold. Again, we have 8 counts. Exhale, inhale, open. Hips are stable. You're in control of how hard those obliques work. Exhale tight, inhale, open. Exhale tight, inhale, open. Just a few. Make it hurt within these 8 short counts. Very good. Let's do a little stretch again, lifting up and over. Nice deep breath, lengthening those obliques. Okay, let's do those 2 on the other side. So let's go ahead and start on our hand. Extend the legs out, again with both legs up option. Lower knee down as an option. Either one you choose, just 8 counts. Reach through and open. Exhale, pinch, inhale, open. Squeeze, inhale, open. About 4 more. Exhale, tight. And 3. Make yourself ready for a break. Last time. Squeeze, reach it up and resist down. Good. Fold those knees in. Lift up and over. Stretch towards your feet. Hang in there. One more set again on that forearm. Same 3 options, feet folded back, top leg extended out, or both legs extended out. When you're ready, hand behind your ear, hips are stable, and then exhale, crunch. 8, and open. 2, and open. 3, exhale. 4, pinch that waist. 5, 6, 7, last time, squeeze, open, and take it down. Great, knees are bent, and stretch. For our next set of exercises, we're going to transition back onto our stomach for some more prone exercises. We'll start with the arms and legs straight out. Right away, pull the rib cage in nice and narrow, belly pulls up, squeeze the glute, and then let's go ahead and elevate both legs off the ground and crisscross. So nice straight legs, pretty steady, fast movement here. We're going for about 40 repetitions here. Depending on your pace, it might be a little bit faster. Just make sure that those knees are very straight. So the movement's happening from the hip socket. Your body is stable. Your back is perfectly still. The abs are still pulling in with each exhale. Good. All right, fold those hands in rest. Nice deep breath here. Moving on to the next one, extending those legs straight out again. And we're gonna glue the ankles together. We're gonna push the arms out and around for breaststroke. Inhale, push around and reach. So notice how I drop the chest as I reach, lift the chest as I reach the arms back and down. Inhale, scoop around. Inhale, exhale, push, creating resistance, nice tight arms, focusing on all those muscles through the back and keeping the neck nice and long. Natural curve along with the whole entire spine, all the way up through the neck. Inhale, exhale, reach. So about 10 reps here total. Inhale, exhale, push, and then we hold. If you'd like to, interlace those fingers, lift a little bit higher. You can also lift the legs, hold, deep belly breathing. And when you're ready, go ahead and drop down to the ground and you get to rest. We'll keep the upper body rested this time, and we're going to scoot the legs all the way together again. Nice tight knees. When you're ready, abs up, squeeze the glutes to elevate those legs, and we'll go to our heel taps. Nice and tight, elevate just a few inches, and tap, 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 tap. Nice steady tapping, but our breathing is also steady. So nice full inhales and longer exhales. Steady tapping. As you exhale, you'll feel those abs pulling up away from the mat. Inhale, maybe feel the belly expand into the mat. We're gonna go for about 40 to 50 taps total, again, depending on your pace, but try to keep it nice and quick. Movements, again, happening from the hip socket, not the knees. Last 1 or 2, and drop it down. Good. Let those legs roll out just a little bit, and then we'll focus on the upper body again, fingertips behind your ears. We'll start with the elbows out, and then let them drop to the mat. Alternating elbow lifts, first opening to your left, and exhale down, exhale right, and down. Hips are stable, glued to the mat. Abs are pulling in towards the spine as always. Just about 10 reps total, 5 each side. Exhale as you lift, inhale down, and make sure it's just a very slight rotation with the neck, natural with the rest of the spine.
Don't touch anything.
Last time here, and go ahead and rest once again. All right, keeping those legs hip width apart, we're gonna turn the toes inward for alternating leg lifts. Your goal here though is to let go of those glute muscles. It sounds strange, but what you wanna do is actually think of using the abdominals, the lower back, and those deeper underlying muscles that help to extend or lift the legs. So again, letting go of those glutes, just about 10 reps, 5 each side. Now, turning the toes in helps, but if you'd like to try it, our next set of 10, when you're ready, is aligning those ankles nice and straight. So go ahead and try it. If you feel like you just cannot keep the glute relaxed, I want you to go ahead and continue practicing with those toes turned in, pigeon-toed. It really does help to let go of the glute, so you can focus on the other muscles. Last couple here. One more each side. All right, last 3 exercises for the triceps here. We're gonna swing those arms around, holding here, movement from the elbow, and we pulse. 20 tiny little movements. your back is stable, your upper arm is stable, and just little karate chop motions leading with your pinky towards the ceiling. 20 little pulses. You're looking for a burn right in that tricep. And then you're going to rest down right here. Take a deep breath, rest the neck. When you're ready, inhale, lift back up again. Different position, palm facing up, elbow bent, and tap. Little tiny contractions, 20 repetitions. Looking for the burn. We'll do 3 different angles, working the 3 different parts of the tricep. Each set should get a little tougher, feeling it a little bit more. Last couple here, and go ahead and rest back down, turning your head away from me, resting the neck. Nice deep breath. And when you're ready, strong back lifts you up and palms face down. 20 repetitions, movements happening from the elbow. Feel free to go slower if that's kind of a hard thing to coordinate, or if you got the rhythm, go a little bit quicker. Simply contracting and relaxing that arm, movement from the tricep. All right, good. Go ahead and relax, press yourself back, and we're gonna pop up to the knees, working those hips. So from here, notice how my supporting thigh is straight up and down, my hips and shoulders are squared to the front. Abs are tight, top leg lifts, up and down. Really thinking of lengthening through the hip as you lift. We're gonna go for 20 repetitions here, working on keeping your body stable, thinking of contracting that outer hip all the way through the thigh, through the knee. Abs are always working. Nice work. Hold it here, foot is flexed, and side kick, 20 reps here. So we're drawing the knee forward and pressing that heel straight out in line with your hip. Try not to think of kicking so much as extending. As you extend that leg, contracting the quad, pressing through the heel, really working to keep your foot parallel with the ground as well. One more set, hang in there. That supported hips working just a little bit. Point your toe and circle, 10 to the back. You choose the circumference of that circle, trying to keep your body still as that leg is moving separate. 10 circles and reverse. Lengthening out of that hip, always looking for strengthening but freedom in that hip socket. Leg moving separate from the rest of the body. Great, go ahead and drop it in. Let's go ahead and shift into that hip, the one that's hurting the most right now. Hopefully it's your top leg there. Little stretch, and then we get to do the other side. The second set's going to be tougher. Really try to, again, position yourself so that your supporting thigh is straight up and down. 20 reps. 15 here, body is stable, extra tight at the top. Positioning yourself so that lower hip works as little as possible. Rely on those core muscles. Get ready to hold, flex that foot, and side kick. Knee forward and extend, straight out, 20 reps. Keep your focal point for balance, core muscles strong, glutes tight, whole leg working. Exhale as you kick out or extend out. Getting ready for those circles coming up next. Hang in there, strong hip. So important to keep these strong. Point that toe and circle. 10, 9, strong, 8, 7, keep those abs working. 4, 3, 2, and reverse. Strong, last 10 here. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, keep going, 2, last one, and bring it in. Very good. Shift into that hip, feel the stretch. Lengthening also through the side of the back into the shoulder. Very good. All right, next we'll go ahead and turn around, have a seat. Let's roll out those glutes a little bit more, leaning back on those hands, drop those knees side to side about 4 to 6 times. Really relaxing the lower back, rolling over the glutes. All right, our next exercise is called seated teaser. I'll do the first one real slow, extending our arms out, push into your abs, squeeze the glutes. As you do that, those legs will lift up and then resist down. The second option I'll show you is knees bent. So same thing, roll back, squeeze the abs and glutes, and then pull the knees in and resist down. Here's the straight leg again. Abs pull in, squeeze the glutes, lift up and resist down. Bent leg if you'd like. Abs, squeeze, draw those knees in. I'm going to go back to straight leg. You can do either one. Roll back and lift, resisting down. So the tighter you pull those abs in and squeeze the glutes, the lighter the legs will be. Do either version, whatever one is challenging yet doable with good form. Just about 8 total here. Hang in there strong and lifting up, and go ahead and stretch forward. Relax the legs, relax the back, pull the abs in. Let's go into our cobbler stretch here, feet together, maybe pressing into those knees as you fold forward. And coming up nice and tall, hold here. Good. When you're ready, go ahead and support yourself onto your back. One more time. We're going to lay back, take your legs out to the corners of your mat, hands behind your head for the X. So we're going to lift the shoulder blades. Right shoulder goes to left leg, and then left shoulder goes to right leg. 12 reps total, 6 each side. Your goal is to keep your hips really level. So you're going to notice that as you lift that leg and opposite shoulder, your pelvis is going to want to rotate or tilt. Try to fight that. So recruiting so many muscles to keep everything stable as you lift that shoulder and leg. Very subtle movement, working on control here, really utilizing as many muscles as you can. Good. All right, rest here, pull those knees in, legs straight up. We're going to go into a reverse position just like this. Now, if you prefer, you can do this next exercise with your hips down. The other option is to place your hands on your hips, but I want you to rely on your abs as you bicycle those legs. So you're not resting heavy on your hands as you bicycle. You're reliant on your abdominals, circling those legs around, really exaggerating the movement, pressing the legs away from you, and then towards your face as much as you can, as much as your flexibility will allow you to. So same thing, whether your hips are up or down, bicycling those legs, a little bit different muscles working though. Couple more here, and then we're going to glue the legs together and then round those hips down nice and slow, feet on the ground. We have come up to our very last set. We're going to come into a bridge position, single leg bridge kicks. So holding here, when you are ready, extending your left leg up, flexing the foot down, pointing up 10 times. As you drop that leg down, hopefully below your hip, I want you to think of keeping the hip elevated, hip straight across and stable. Lots of muscles working through the core, front and back side. Lifting, lengthening, always reaching that leg away and out of the hip. Holding at the top, extra set of glute lifts here for 10. Pulse, focusing on that right glute, looking for the burn, reaching that leg up as high as you can. Very last set, hang in there and drop it down. Good. Round your spine down, round it back up again when you're ready. And then right leg lifts up. We flex down, point up 10 times. Lifting the hips as you press the leg down, creating that resistance and work. Really lengthening the leg away from you. 10 reps. Exhale down. Inhale up. Couple more. And we hold. Burning that left glute. 10 repetitions here. Reaching those toes right to the sky. Lengthening. 10 reps and down. Good. Round that spine in and let's stretch. We'll take the left leg out, right knee in, relax those hip flexors, maybe circle that ankle around a couple times in both directions. And switch sides. Let that whole back just melt into the floor. And again, circle the ankle a couple times both ways. This time, both knees in towards the chest, rock and roll all the way up. Go ahead onto your right elbow, stretching those hip flexors and quad. Remember to squeeze the glute and push the hip bone forward to get that stretch nice and high on the thigh. I'm gonna hold this for about 5 to 10 seconds. And then we'll come up, circle that leg around the other leg, sitting tall, twisting away. Nice deep belly breathing, stretching that hip a little further. All right, let's do those two on the other side. Now leaning on that left elbow, hip flexor stretch, pushing your hip forward, squeezing the glute. Be aware of where you feel the muscles stretching. And again, go ahead and press yourself up, circle that leg around, sitting tall, twisting towards the leg. Try to keep both sit bones on the ground as best you can. One way or another, come into a squatting position, and we're just going to stretch those ankles and toes, lifting your heels up and down a couple times. And then we'll take a wide stance, interlace the arms, and just sway side to side. Decompress the spine, stretch the legs, relax all the way through your neck. This is such a great stretch. And then we're going to hold to your left side, stretch along that hamstring, and then over to your right side, holding the stretch. Back to the center, and we're going to bend your left knee into a nice deep squat. And over to the other side, stretching those hips and inner thighs. And then let's go ahead and inch those feet back together, rounding up one vertebrae at a time. At the top, we'll round those shoulders back, of course. Last deep breath, and exhale down. I hope you feel great. Thanks for joining me. See you next time.